Hi all. Today we are going to talk about anatomy of internal ear. Most of the students think that the anatomy of internal ear is difficult to understand, but it is very simple. Internal ear or labyrinth. Where is the labyrinth present? First we can see the external ear, then the auditory canal, then the middle ear, then internal ear. The labyrinth can be divided into two parts. The outer labyrinth, which is bony labyrinth, and inner, that is membrane labyrinth. In outer labyrinth, there is semicircular canal, vestibule, and cochlea are present. And in inner membranous labyrinth, there is semicircular duct, utricle and saccule, cochlear duct, endolymphatic sac and duct are present. The membranous labyrinth filled with clear fluid endolymph, while the space between membranous and bony labyrinth is filled with perilymph. Now, we are going to discuss the structures in detail. These are semicircular canals, that is superior, and this is posterior, this is lateral, this is vestibule, and this is cochlea. First we are going to talk about cochlea. Cochlea is divided into three parts: scala vestibuli, scala media or membranous cochlea, and scala tympani. Cochlea is a spiral structure and it is like coiled tube. It is making 2.5 to 2.75 turns around the central parameters of bone called as modulus. Scala vestibuli and scala tympani is filled with perilymph, whereas scala media is filled with endolymph. How the endolymph is secreted? Endolymph is secreted by stria vascularis. In which part stria vascularis is present? The upper portion of spiral ligament contains numerous capillary loops and small blood vessels. This is called as stria vascularis and this will produce endolymph. And this contains sodium, potassium, ATPase pump. It carry out 3 sodium and in turn it take 2 potassium. So outside there is a positive charge and inside there is negative charge. So it creates a potential and the potential is called endocochlear potential. It is a normal physiological potential which is nearly 80 to 85 millivolt and it is not dependent on sound. Now look at this picture, that is helicotrema. What is helicotrema? The scala vestibuli and scala tympani are filled with perilymph and communicate with each other at the apex of cochlea through an opening and that is called helicotrema. So we can say that helicotrema is the connecting link between scala vestibuli and scala tympani. Now, here is a membrane between scala vestibuli and scala media which is called as resonance membrane. And between scala media and scala tympani there is a membrane called basilar membrane. So, we have two membranes. One is resonance membrane and another is basilar membrane. In the basilar membrane, we have very important organ, that is organ of Cote. Organ of Cote have very specific function. It converts mechanical energy of sound into electrical energy of nerve. And in organ of Cote, we have different type of structures like outer hair cells and inner hair cell. Outer hair cells are more in number, whereas inner hair cells are less in number. Outer hair cells are present in more rows and inner hair cells are in single row. Now look at this. Here it is cochlear aqueduct. It has specific significance because it connects scala tympani with subarachnoid space, and during meningitis the most common route of infection from brain to inner ear is cochlear aqueduct, or it might infect inner ear infection to subarachnoid space like labyrinthitis. Now move to vestibule. It is outer bony labyrinth, but inside the vestibule we have utricle and saccule. Utricle and saccule detects linear acceleration. In utricle and saccule we have sensory epithelium named as macula. Macula consisting of hair cells, and these hair cells contain otoconia. Otoconia are calcium carbonate crystals, and these are very useful in detecting the linear acceleration, and the direction of otoconia is opposite to direction of movement. The utricle and saccule both have sensory epithelium, that is, both have macula and detect linear acceleration. But utricle can detect horizontal linear acceleration and saccule can detect vertical linear acceleration. Now go into semicircular canal. We have three semicircular canals: lateral, posterior and superior. All are right angles to each other. The three canals open into vestibule by 5 openings. Each canal has one ambulated opening and one non-ambulated opening. Here we have crus commune, which is formed by the non-ambulated opening of superior and posterior semicircular canal. Inside the semicircular canal, we have three semicircular ducts. These are three in number, correspond to the three bony canals. The ambulated end of each duct contains thickened region of neural epithelium, which is called as ambula. Inside the ambula, there are hairs, which is called as crista ambularis. Crista ambularis is the individual hair cell. If we connect all the individual crista together, it is called as capilla ambularis. And what is the function of capilla ambularis? Capilla ambularis is detect the angular acceleration. So if we have irritation to semicircular canals, we have nystagmus. So different types of nystagmus are related to different semicircular canal. If irritation occurs to lateral semicircular canal, we have horizontal nystagmus. If irritation occurs to posterior semicircular canal, we have vertical nystagmus. If we have irritation in superior semicircular canal, then we have torsional nystagmus. So this is all about internal ear. If we summarize it, we have bony structure, and inside the bony structure there is membrane structure, and inside the membrane structure there is sensory epithelium and their functions. First bony structure, that is cochlea. Inside the cochlea there is membrane structure called cochlear duct, and in cochlear duct there is sensory epithelium called organ of Cotte. It has specific function. It converts mechanical energy of sound into electrical energy of nerve. That is, it is useful in hearing. Second bony structure is vestibule. Inside the vestibule, there is membranous structure called utricle and saccule. These both have sensory epithelium called macula. Function of macula is it detects linear acceleration. Third bony structure is semicircular canal. Inside the semicircular canal, we have semicircular ducts. Inside the duct, we have sensory epithelium. In this sensory epithelium, there is a specialized structure called crista. And function of crista is it detects angular acceleration. And this is all about internal ear.
Like, share and subscribe.